Someone gave you $10,000 for getting the most business cards at a business lunch, you would get them, wouldn't you? Well, what you need to do is realize that someone at a networking lunch may give you a card that will result in $10,000 in your pocket, whether in commissions from an introduction, from a sale, from a networking event that is happening. It could be $100,000. It could be a new job. It could be a new life. It could be anything. So really work your networking luncheons. How many of you here were made to feel really special in the last 2 days, in the last 24 hours? Really special, not just, hey, nice job, Michelle, but a thank you note, a gift basket. The reason I ask you to share this with us is because your clients and the other people in your lives are in the same boat. No one is made to feel special anymore. And you can go in, this opens the door of opportunity for you. You can go in and make that person feel special. There's no better way to do it than over lunch. Getting the first date. I mentioned in my new book I added a chapter on how to get the first date with someone who won't even return your phone call. Have we all encountered that? Trying to get through to someone? Okay, well there are 4 methods. The first is an introduction. Napoleon Hill made a living out of a letter of introduction from Andrew Carnegie that got him into the captains of industry everywhere. Second is networking, because networking leads to introductions. Maybe you don't know someone, but you know someone who knows someone who. And that's always great. If you could say, hey, Lori, could you bring someone from New York Life? I'm dying to meet him, and the 3 of us will go to lunch. Would you have a problem with that? And through an introduction and networking, I've managed to meet the guy I want to meet who's in charge of everything at New York Life. So networking is fabulous. I really cover a lot about how to work a networking lunch in the very best way. We all have a tendency to want to sit with our friends, and you don't get to meet the people. You should really talk to the people at your table during lunch. I got a huge sale with one of the downtown properties because I showed her that her main market was 35-plus black women who play quarter slots. She bought me that day, 10 times a day, 5 days a week, for the rest of the time that she was the marketing director at that hotel. I didn't tell her anything she didn't know, but I was telling her something so she knew she could trust me because it was exactly who her market was. And that's the kind of information and service you can provide that helps your clients to do a better job at their job. So anytime you provide information or service, you'll never have a problem getting your foot in the door. And last is something I like to call the loving mother method of sales. Now, who thinks they know what this is? Food. You want to show up with food, and believe it or not, this works. But have you ever been to lunch with someone and they go to pay with cash? What do you say? Well, let me chip in. Let me get the tip. Let me help. You always want to use a credit card. It's authoritative. You just put it in and it's done. When I first went to print my book, I talked to a printer. He invited me to lunch. He had faxed me rates and his printing quotes. And we sat there and the check sat on the table forever. And I couldn't stand it. I'm a salesperson, and I just wanted to grab the check and handle it. So I finally said, without saying I've got it, I said, let's see what we've got here. And he says, oh, here, here. And he reaches in his back pocket. He goes, let me get the tip. And he's trying to sell me something. Did he get the deal? You know that. He is not my printer. Oprah Winfrey said that when she first interviewed Robin Williams, that she was a basket case. You've all seen Robin Williams interviewed, especially a lot lately. And it's like trying to nail down a mosquito. He's all over the place. He's not following his guidelines. He's not responding to the questions as they were asked. And she was freaking out. And she finally, just her little light went off inside and she said, let it go. Find the flow. and she knew exactly to let things go the way they were. Robin Williams is a great interview. She was just trying to control the situation too much. So when you go to bring up the subject of business, don't interrupt your client. If they're telling you what they did this weekend with their family, or they went boating, or they went skiing, or whatever they did, you don't say, wait, 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 I want to show you this proposal. You don't interrupt them that way. You find the flow and you make it work for them on their terms. And you don't wait until the check has been settled and everyone's on their way out. Wait, wait, I forgot to show you my proposal. Wait. Do it. You know how much time you have. And sometimes if you have a great proposal and you're actually there to discuss business, when you sit down and say, I'm so excited with what I brought you. It's exactly what we had talked about. It's just what you need for this program, for this event, for this year to help you reach your goals. Let me show you. We'll go ahead and order, and I'll show you before the food comes. So you can always play it by ear. There is no one right answer. Just find the flow and go with it. Never betray someone's confidence. Create ultimate relationships. When you really take your client out and you treat them as though they're the most important person in the world, they will respond in kind. Have heart, show you care. People need to be made to feel special. And you can do that by taking them to lunch. Thank you so much.